People link me and I say, look YouTuber. Me that say a conspiracy theorist. And me that say, no, well them 2, 3, 4 events there. Maybe that was coincidence. But no, me don't need no more convincing. It's all by design. What am I talking about? Paula Llewellyn. Paula Llewellyn get back her job as DPP. Paula Llewellyn has been reinstated as the DPP.
Sir P, that is why you're the GOAT, man. That is why you're the GOAT. Enough of them not understand the ball game. Them can't read the play. Them don't know say you're the GOAT. And that is why you're the GOAT, because you know the pre. You understand the game, the ins and out of it. Remember good no? All who are say conspiracy theorists and all of this nonsense. More and more they're coming to the realization that what they thought were mere conspiracy theories are actually delayed acceptance of reality. Them just never accept it. Them just never want to believe it. And more and them I say, what? This can't be real. And they're like, wow, it is real. It is actually real. My God.
Get along with the voices inside of my head. And I don't need to
only
be
you can
humble.
understand
Break
it.
down walls like Jericho crumble. That is here.
It's not a
means
normal
he's
thing.
never lost.
I will never ever fall. Never ever
I will never
crumble.
ever fall, never stumble.
Break down walls.
You're trying to save
Jericho
me. Stop
crumble.
holding your breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Dancehall News and Reviews. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Click on the notification bell. Yeah, that bell there right next to the subscribe button. Yeah, man, click on that bell there and select all. Everybody fi select all. Do the right thing. Big up on yourself. Hit that like button and drop a comment. Share your views and perspective on the current topic. Now here we go on, what I go on, people. I, captain of the Vulture Squad, will be reacting to Sir P's video about Paula Llewellyn being reinstated as DPP, Director of Public Prosecutions. But before we get to that, you have seen the title, ladies and gents. You have seen the title. DPP Paula Llewellyn, life is in danger, real danger. Why is that? What am I talking about? I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna expound. I'm gonna break it down. But before I do that, check this story out, right? It's gonna make sense. It's all gonna make sense.
Jamaica was left in shock this week over the savage murder of iconic Jamaican court reporter Barbara Gayle. The 77-year-old was found dead at her home in the gated community of Caymanas Estate in St. Catherine on Tuesday, on her son's birthday. The police say she was stabbed several times. They believe she was attacked on Monday afternoon. Her Mercedes-Benz motorcar and cell phone were stolen. On Wednesday, the police found her car abandoned in the bushes off the Dyke Road in St. Catherine. Later that day, a male suspect was captured hiding in bushes. A motive has not been disclosed. A video from Miss Gayle's house shows her talking to a man sometime after 3 p.m. on Monday, around the same time she was reportedly last seen alive by neighbors.
Wait a minute. Big journalist get slapped in our yard. I mean, not saying a big outrage, but man get slapped off a TikTok, quote unquote. Man get slapped up on live and everybody outrage. People are ball, big things are going. Ray. But hold on a second. Big journalists, big activists get slapped away. I mean, Wallande, some more journalists are going to get slapped with, you don't know, from one TikTok I get slapped with them, say more TikTok are going to get slapped with. What the journalists mix up in a bad mind, a envy, a hate, red eye and base in thing cause it, people. You know, say them have got shut down journalism. We need to shut down journalism. Lock down TVJ, lock down RJR, lock it down, people, lock down your whole of them nationwide car. Journalists are get killed. That means a toxicity. Let me cool, let me chill. Hold on.
Miss Gayle, an ardent Seventh-day Adventist member, worked in journalism at the Gleaner newspaper for 56 years. She hailed from Manchester and was a past student of Homewood Technical High School. Miss Gayle was named Journalist of the Year in the 1990s for her courageous reporting on a Supreme Court case where a rape victim was jailed for speaking too softly. Gayle's expose prompted widespread protests, leading to the victim's release and installation of public address systems in the courtrooms. And the government and parliamentary opposition have led tributes for Ms. Gayle. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says her meticulous reporting ensured greater transparency and public awareness of Jamaica's justice system. PNP spokesperson on information, Nikisha Burchell, says Ms. Gayle's decades-long career set an unmatched standard for professionalism, integrity, and courage. And the Press Association of Jamaica, which honored Ms. Gayle last month, hailed her as a trailblazing journalist who dedicated her life to chronicling the complexities of Jamaica's justice system. Meanwhile, the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights said it was deeply concerned about the reports of Ms. Gayle's death and urged the authorities to carry out a thorough investigation.
I know. Some of y'all already made a correlation that this lady Barbara Gayle is actually a public servant, a journalist, and she was killed. Now, Paula Llewellyn, who is reinstated as DPP, Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn is definitely a target. PRhead definitely, most definitely the on the chopping block. A whole heap of criminal organization, you don't know, criminal people, them want her gone, you see me? I know that she's reinstated, them head already chip already, enough people want to slap her away. We not ask Christ, we know this.
When the elite, powerful freaks sprat them did a whisper in her ears and I tell her, I say, yo, look at that man, I want to nobody pursue that, nobody. See me, I say, them man that our boy, you see me, I say, she didn't listen. But tell her this, enough things Paula Llewellyn do, enough case Paula Llewellyn work on, where she and her team drop the ball. Sometimes our team drop the ball, but she and them boss, so she get the blame, and so boss thing work. Where you about, you can't get all the glory when they go good, and then the blame. If something go bad with our team, you drop on her, that's how leadership work. Enough things Paula Llewellyn do. Enough case Paula Llewellyn team work on that I'm not a fan of. Tell her already, drop the ball. But one thing I can say about Paula Llewellyn, when we can't say enough of her, is that she have backbone. More sound just work with it. Just like on dep on Thomas Thistle Plantation, just work with it. And when somebody's actually doing something, it's easy to sit in the stands and say, yo, that should do this and that should do that. But you have no skin in the game. That's why I don't argue with people in a comment section like that. It's like a football match. You're in the stands, I watch the ball game I play. You're at no risk of your foot broke. You're at no risk. You don't get tired in a sweat. You just observe the game. When Nigel dead, a long time listener look me and say, boy, look YouTuber. One time he tell me, say, me not have no skin in the game. I know me understand what you mean. Because Nigel dead there. You have no skin in the game. You just watch video and move on to our next video. People like me, people like Nigel, people like Paula Llewellyn, we have skin in the game. I have something to really lose.
And you know, if you ask Christ if me have skin in the game, you don't know how the ball game go already. You don't know, say a whole heap of people want to slap me away. And enough people are saying, all you boy, you chat. You talk up things, them, Ray. Them know what you talk, you know. They do not want you to speak. Them not like the truth, you know, and they will silence you if them get the chance. So we have to out here and be very cautious, be careful, vigilant, hyper vigilant, because at the end of the day, anything possible. No, why am I saying that Paula is in danger? You think Paula care? You think Paula wonder? You think this whole thing makes sense? Me go show now pre, right?
The Court of Appeal has overturned a constitutional court's decision clearing the way for Paula Llewellyn to resume her duties as Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP. The court ruled on Friday in favor of the government, which brought the appeal. It said the lower court was wrong to rule that one of the constitutional changes rushed through Parliament last year regarding the retirement ages did not apply to Llewellyn. Justice Jennifer Straw, who gave the oral judgment, said Llewellyn is entitled to benefit from an increase in the retirement age. Miss Llewellyn's lawyer, King's Counsel Douglas Lays, says Ms. Llewellyn is happy to resume her duties.
Quiet expectation that she knew she would have prevailed, and yes, this is how it has impacted her. I think a lot of the enthusiasm which I normally see in other persons who have had a court victory, it's not there. It was very subdued, and we spoke about this earlier before the ruling came out, that having regard to the death of Barbara Gayle, that has cast a pall over her whole outlook on, where Jamaican society is today. And the judgment coming at this point in time is, yes, expected, and she is happy that she'll be able to resume duties, but not with that exuberance or that enthusiasm which is characteristic of Miss Llewellyn.
You hear what the lawyer say? She happy for resume duty. She happy, but she not too enthusiastic because, the death of Barbara Gayle and her outlook on society right now and stuff like that. You think she's concerned that what happened to Barbara can happen to her? You think? Just for a bit, more to listen and listen good.
In April, the Constitutional Court ruled that the amendment in the Constitution in July last year to raise the age of retirement for the DPP and the Auditor General from 60 to 65 was valid. But it said Part 2 of the amendment, which the judges said gave Llewellyn the power to elect to remain on the job, was unconstitutional. The Court of Appeal said that was a wrong interpretation of the law, and that the section was transitional and was there to give her the choice of early retirement without losing pension benefits. The DPP reached the original age of retirement in 2020, but got a 3-year extension which ended in September 2023. She had indicated her interest in another extension in 2023, but in May that year, the Office of the Services Commission advised that Holness had denied the request after taking legal advice. However, 2 months later, and without public notice, the government tabled and approved the changes in Parliament on the same day. The change took effect before Llewellyn reached the expiration of the extension on her 63rd birthday in September 2023. Lawyers for the opposition, lawmakers Philip Paulwell and Peter Bunting, challenged the amendment in court, saying the change could not benefit Llewellyn given her extension. But the Court of Appeal said there was no improper process in the way the change was made. And DPP Paula Llewellyn says she did not feel targeted by the opposition People's National Party.
I never play into this victim scenario because certain you have to roll with the punches, irrespective of where they're coming from. And at the end of the day, you continue to give of your best and to be SAIR and effective in the delivery of service in the public interest.
Wow, amazing, just amazing. Her response, it speaks volumes to me. It tells me that the corruption run deep and she had no power. She's powerless to the point where she's not even gonna point finger. She wouldn't even fight. She's like, roll with the punches, irrespective of where it's coming from. And to be FAIR, I wonder, is it because she lives in FEAR? Even though she's brave, she understands consequences. And that the decision came down, it was bigger than her, and she had no power over the decision. It's ever so clear to me what actually took place. The decision came down and Paula was like, listen, me now make it up now under my watch. So remove me from office if we not go do what I do. Take me out of office and do what I do. We can go through the whole process after whatever. Me can go back in the office, but here we go on. Me not free him. Not on my watch. So what I go do? Me can't stop it, but here we go on. Do what I do. Uno do what I do because it's bigger than me. The decision came down and it's more powerful than her. So what she did, step aside. And why me say that? Remember, I know, even though the Constitutional Court had ruled against her, she had the option of staying in office. She could have stayed in office long enough to actually preside over the Vybz Kartel retrial hearing. She could have done that, but she chose to step aside and allow the process to go forward without her at the helm. Think about it, people. Think about it. She stepped aside. Why did she step aside when she didn't have to? She could have waited. She could have stayed in office while the appeal process was happening, while the whole processes was taking place, she could have actually stayed in office, people. Me, I tell you no, her case was very strong. We all knew she was gonna win, so there was no reason for her to step aside. But she chose to, because the thing bigger than her, people. Trust me.
You know how much people want the little YouTuber head on a stick? Literally. Members say from Janko Nation to One Order, to Wrong Turn, to 5150 to Dunce Tugs, to March Spend to Top Banks, so I want me and go so if they are argue with people who are just going around the internet and get entertained by videos. I have no skin in the game. Paula Llewellyn have skin in the game. She don't do everything right, but she do more than you. I don't do everything right, but I do more than you. I have something to lose. What have you risked for Iron Man? So, it's easier to be in the stands watching the ball game and saying, yeah man, you should have passed the ball this and should have passed the ball this one, than being on the field passing the ball. Paula Llewellyn and her team get nothing wrong. But Paula Llewellyn, as a Jamaican woman, as a black Jamaican woman, put in more work and is a bigger stumbling block for enough people in them little Sprat Boys Club in the Iron Man than enough on the general them. Now for the man them want to gas up, a dopey back compared to Paula Llewellyn. Now for the woman them want to hype up, they put in half of the work like Paula Llewellyn. If Paula Llewellyn look like certain woman, a different thing. Cause I'm frightened over certain things. I'm go there already. I can't go there again.
Me no want to forget it twisted, you know. Like say me a blame Paula, me I say Paula corrupt or whatever. That is not what I am saying. I am simply pointing out the reality. The reality is that she have no control. Do you think that when she's reinstated, when she take the office, right? When she actually take office, you think so she go after Justice Marva McDonald Bishop? You think she go after Justice Sykes? Do you think she's gonna go after the DPP, the acting DPP, and the other members of the department who dropped the ball, who, you know, make evidence mysteriously walk away, disappear, who did not do their job? You think she's gonna go after people, fire people, and this and that and that? No, she's not. She's not gonna do that because she understands she has to roll with the punches. She has to play ball, so to speak. The proverbial roll with the punches. Roll with the punches because you can't do anything about it. And if you choose to go after these people, you're gonna impede your ability to actually help the people and help the public. You have to understand, you know, if you try to fix everything, you're not gonna fix nothing at all. If you try to do everything, if you try solve every single problem, you're gonna solve none at all. You have to understand that. Some more time, you have to play a ball.
If the woman they want to try put on pedestal, them not say nothing we're saying. Some basic things. They not nothing we're talking about. But on the frighten and fool. Paula will have more balls than enough man and she not balls. That's to be studied. What video they get the one talk about strong women, they want to see one, want to hate them. The reason why you hate Paula Llewellyn is because of Vibes Barabbas. Paula Llewellyn don't do you nothing at all. You hate Paula Llewellyn because of Vibes Barabbas. Because you're a groupie sheep, just like Barabbas himself said. You're a sheep. Nothing more, nothing less. Your beef with Paula Llewellyn don't come from the many cases her team has botched. It comes from the Barabbas case. And that's all you're good for. Run back a DJ. Or the white daddy want to run God Privy Council, send it back to Iron Man, which in itself is laughable because you're saying we need white daddy's decision, and in the end, all he said was carry it back to your country. So when they there for? So him send it back to Iron Man. Now we're going to see the showdown. I'll see you in court. Remember that statement there? That big bossy smile with the space between her teeth? Remember? She said, I'll see you in the court. Which court? I'll know she can't reach. I must say court's the furniture store. Maybe Paula Llewellyn meant see you in courts. Or buy TV. And whatnot. And ASAC. Come think of it. ASAC still sell. I don't see ASAC. A long time I don't see ASAC. What go on with ASAC? Still sell. She must have meant see you in courts. Because it can't be court. Because the machine make sure so she no reach court.
You see, people like Sir P, people like myself, enough on the way I listen right now, me know so no get it, or no understand. We not just see the world as black or white, we see the grey, you understand? We see reality. We know see how the system makes certain things happen. And more time, as me say, you can't win every fight, and every fight you have to pick up in a cause you will end up dead. And every problem you can solve, and everything you can fix. And more time you have to choose your battles wisely. And Paula was ready for Vibes Cartel, ready for take the man. She said, see you in court. But the system said, Paula, stand down. And Paula said, me not stand down. Them say, alright, we're going to take you out of office, and then you have to stand down. And then you can't come back after we no really business. Paula say, alright, do what I do. Me can't do nothing about it, cause me no in office. But if me in office, I am sworn to do my duty to the best of my ability. And I will not linger. I will not lapse. I am gonna continue to go after them to the full extent of my abilities, to the full extent of the law. And them say, sit down, sit down. Yeah, take a seat, Paula. That not gonna work.
The government of Jamaica could have paid me 10 unicorns and 5 bags make it a crocodile clitoris. I mean, that present better arguments as to why Barbas. Don't forget Lego. It was shambolic. No offense to the DPP's team. I'm not saying you're completely useless. I'm not saying they can't do the job. But guy, you're no Paula Llewellyn. Sis, you're no Paula Llewellyn. I'm not trying to disrespect the DPP's team. I'm not saying you're not competent, but you're not Paula Llewellyn. Just like in Argentina, you have Sergio Aguero, big baller, but he's no Messi. In a Portugal team, you have Nani, big baller, but he's no Ronaldo. So when big game are going, we want to see Ronaldo run out. When big game are going, Argentina want to see Messi run out. So when big court case are going, we want to see Paula Llewellyn run out. But she couldn't run out. Barbas White Daddy and him friend them make sure that can't go so. That gets rigged from the start. The game was rigged from the start. Take her out of that. Prosecution going to court. Get them face bust up. Barbas reach back a road. Alright, job complete. Next thing you hear, courts agree with the government. Now she can get back her job now. How convenient.
Hold on, hold up, Sir P, Sir P. The order will come down for free up there Monday. It bigger than the DPP department, and you know that. That is why Paula was removed. And who was installed? Claudette, nah, no power. Nobody else in the office now have the cojones. None of them can stand up to the system and say no. Paula had to step aside. A matter of fact, let me break it down for y'all, right? Remember, say Paula didn't have to step aside. But not only that, right? Paula could have actually direct them. She could have actually instructed them, but she did not. She did not. And she did not complain. She did not say anything. She just said, okay, do or not do. Think about it now. The order come down, Paula step aside because she's saying not on my watch. The other people must say, boy, we have to go out here and do this. Boy, okay. We are do it. We are drop the ball. Hope we don't look too bad dropping the ball. Okay, hope we don't get crucified in the public. Alright, drop the ball. What you think say when they had the actual verdict? There was this whole explaining and ray and this and that and that. That was merely theatrics. Me I tell you no. From them set the time, from them appoint the time and say, alright, the verdict will be handed down at this time. I say, a freedom that are definitely freedom. They're doing that so they can explain this and explain that and one bag of baba and weave. And that's what they did. If you listen to the verdict hearing, all they did was just break it down. Say, alright, here we go on. We look on them points here. We cover this. We ask this question. Blah, blah, blah. But we get it. It was all a show to free them. Me nah go round it, you know, people. I was ready to fling the whole DPP department under the bus. Yo, them corrupt. Yo, them this. Yo, them that. Them incompetent and blase. But then me take a step back and me I say, hold on there. If the order come down, if I was in one of those DPP shoes, say for example, Claudette Thompson shoes, and the order come down and them say, yo, Claudette, free him up, or me a Justice Marvin McDonald Bishop, or any one of the other judges, and them I say, yo, free them up. What me I go do? What would I have done? Take on the entire system, endanger my family safety and stuff like that? That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You have to just say, alright, this is my price. You want freedom up, this is what I want. It's politics and politics, politics. So, you know what Justice Marva McDonald's bishop got? You know what she got? She got elevated to the president, alright? So you get that. Me don't know where the other people them get. Me don't know where Claudette get. Me don't know where nobody else get. But at the end of the day, the fact is that they had no control. So yeah, me want to torture them. Yeah, me want to blame them. But if I was in their shoes, what would I have done? What could I have done? Not a damn thing. So when me use my EQ, my emotional intelligence, I'm like, well, them not have no control at all.
She can get back her job now for go face other cases and other court, other appeals, but not that one. Not that one. Them say me a conspiracy theories and everything that's happening a workout, so. At what point does conspiracy theory becomes accurate prediction? At what point does conspiracy theory becomes accurate predictions? The timing has to be studied. But then I'm going to tell you that this is all by coincidence, which is exactly what a simple Negro would say. When them see them daddy, them a move around pieces on a game board. Them seem like a bunch of big idiots. But yo, I just say thing go dog, I just one thing. They see me and say dog, when I really watch the timing on the car, I just see me and say dog, all by design, sheep guy. This is coming from somebody who has made frequent videos criticizing, right, case of Paula Llewellyn take over and run and batch. But the same way me can say, yo, the baller, that should the goal lesson. But that don't mean say them a bug baller. Let's get something straight as up. You don't understand Irish Saxons. You don't study Irish Saxons like how me study them. People love tell about, in Jamaica we know we're all one people and this don't matter and that don't matter. Guy, me can tell you every time Irish Saxons look on Paula Llewellyn, they get upset. Because people like Paula Llewellyn have to do with them there. I'm still gonna observe how them react to certain people. Who not say nothing special, you know. And I say, boy, I'm smarty, boy, she smarty, and look like guy we are talking about. Just like when I drop the video, I'm not telling about poverty is not the root cause of a crime or nothing. Mr. Capri come out. And Mr. Scholar guy come out and say certain things. And Mr. Mainstream media go like so then crack the Da Vinci Code. Scholar guy from Capri I tell him some basic thing with them here a million times over here so. But that's who them want to get information from. That's who they want to lead them. That's who they want to guide them. They don't want to know nothing your guy tell them nothing. Paula Llewellyn didn't do you nothing, guy. Except leave the case and make a DJ double butt. Go to prison. Paula Llewellyn and her team batch all of cases. But that woman have way more balls than enough people claim to them banded balls. No found a quote unquote Jamaican man and a dopey bat man. No spine. Weak. No spine. You don't stand for nothing.
Boy, oh boy, and everybody willing to die for your cause, you know. And everybody willing to be a martyr. And everybody willing to be Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. And everybody willing to risk it all. Now you can say someone like me or Sir P and them, well even more so me, I am willing to risk it. I am willing to speak on certain things. I believe that, yo, if I'm speaking the right, all when my life upon the line me I talk up things them, I do that. However, I'm smart enough to understand and everything me can win. And I am better off alive than dead to my family and to help other people, right? So if me want to continue to inspire and help people, I am better off alive. So if me just willy-nilly throw my life away because me I say, alright, me I go stand against this and stand against that, stupidly knowing that, yo, at the end of the day, you have action, reaction, you have causality. So certain people, like Sir P, I say, yo, no spine, no this and that. I have whole heap of spine. I have whole heap of cojones. But at the end of the day, I am not stupid. So me understand why enough people no want to stand up for certain things. Why them not fight back? Because them no want dead. Them no want risk it all. Them no want risk them family. And everybody have that backbone, that spine as you say.
When you see this hype, that you go on to. When you say lock up such man, you say lock up such man. When you say free such man, you say free such man. Weak and pathetic. Every day someone quote unquote man get about beat chest. I talk about, yo, man a yard, man a leader. You're no leader. You stand for nothing. 45 and 55-year-old men with the same mindset like 14 and 15-year-old boys. Ridiculous. You don't stand for nothing, man. See them embarrassed when they're there. Or she forget back to work. The reason why she could come back is because clearly there was something in the rule and something in the law that says she can't keep the job. So why she never keep it in the first place? Clearly the reason why she could come back and the court say yes, true, she can't stay. People are hopeless. Most time when I fall for the same trick. It's all by design. They had to free their top puppet. Too much was at stake. People like Billy Joe, Security Bogdanovich, they're not making money. Marty Saxon never getting money up on stage and helping boost up theme thing. The Sprat Liar guy never stand upside down and get a little clout to help boost theme thing. This is all by design, guy. It's all by design. But they come say that grain of salt still, because remember say my thing I really feel. Bad mind scam and them thing, bad mind artists. Especially such man, because me say such man buy about 50 new car already. And true, me can't buy none. You don't know right away. Feel the rhythm, feel the ride, get on up. It's bad mind time.
Yo, I swear to now, Irie people, them different, you know, everything a bad mind, everything. A TikTok a dead, a bad mind. Yo, this and that, a bad mind this, bad mind that. If you have an opinion on something, it's a bad mind thing. Ray, you bad mind the man. Ray. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man. Can we not have a conversation without people thinking everything is about bad mind? If you give us, yo, Jaja God, more time we are give some proper criticism, right? We're critiquing public stuff. For example, if we're talking about Vybz Kartel and what he's doing, he's a public figure and he's putting out stuff in the public. So if you criticize him for something he does publicly, all of a sudden, a bad mind, you never have nothing good to say. Why don't I have many good things to say? Maybe because he doesn't give me anything good to say. What about reality you people don't get, right? I barely say anything good because he barely does anything for us to say anything good. He's always on social media trolling and talking bare garbage, absolute degeneracy. Jesus Christ, man. Everything this guy stands for is nonsense. Oftentimes I'm like, yo, brother, we want to give you respect, you know. Because regardless of whatever you're mixed up in, you're an entertainer, right? A Jamaican, one of our people. So whether or not it's good, the bad, the ugly, you're still one of us. You're our people. But when we criticize, yo, we are broken, we're ugly, dirty, bad mind, ready. I'm just like, man, these people are insane. Everything a bad mind. As Sir P say, feel the beat, feel the music. It's bad mind time. Everything a bad mind. You bad mind him for him car. You bad mind him for him fame. Me bad mind him for Graves' disease too. Must be.
Me tell you say, within the system, within the machine, such man is them top puppet. He was never against the system. He is the system. He's a part of the system. Whether at the political level or at the corporate level. The idea that people are fight against such man is ridiculous. I understand Sheep Nation would say that because they're not exactly known for being the sharpest tool in the shed. But when we see people who claim to them have sense, I say them thing there, I have to really remind myself that education and intelligence are not the same thing. Because anybody with two eyes, matter of fact, even Stevie Wonder can see. Such man has been aided and abetted and given every loophole, every chance, every buyout, every escape route possible by said system, local and international.
Can anyone actually say with a straight face that Sir P is not right? Me just ask still. Anybody, any Gaza fan, can you really say, boy, you allow not tell? Like, really, are you still in denial? Me know say sheep them kind of brainwash pan a next level still, you know. The shepherd telling them, but the shepherd kind of admit everything still. If you really pay attention to what the shepherd have been saying all along, it's like, yo, them say me free, the system say me free. I not say him innocent, him I say the system, and him not have no problem with the system. Him not vex with the system. Just like Paula not vex with the system, him not vex with the system either. Isn't it weird? All them people are just a work with the others. Boy, yo, boy, the thing sticky, you know. It actually very, very spooky when you think about it, you know. Like them are some robot or something like, yo, them just roll with the punches. Like, what? Them not talk up. Them know what we don't know, you know. Them know what we don't know.
I'm talking about such man over the Christmas period. I go see the massacre video drop. Because the massacre story is close to interlink with the Sprat's story. It has to be studied. It has to be studied. Paula Llewellyn have skin in the game. Nigel, August on 876. I had skin in the game and lost it in the game. As I'm gonna argue with people in a stands, but I have nothing to lose. Just watch video and move on to the next football video, the next football video, the next football video. And after one day watching football videos, they say, boy, I'm going to bed now. Nobody wants to hunt and kill you. Nobody not pressure you. Nobody not target you. You not have to hide. So, it's a different reality. So I can relate more to Paula Llewellyn and Nigel than I can to username 876 Sheep Nation. It has to be studied.
And that right there, my friend, is EQ, emotional intelligence. And funny enough, you know, the guy with him Jamaica Young Police, him lack that. Him not have none of that. Or him not display none of that. Me not really to understand why him can't use film or you know exist or whatever. Him seem more like a psychopath as me say from the get-go. But you see, the emotional intelligence allow you to take a different approach and pre things on the next level and say, okay, a person do this and him do that, or she do this or she do that, and why the outcome of this or whatever, why them choose for, move how they move, because you understand, you can put yourself in a person's shoes and understand, say, alright, there is skin in the game, there is price to be paid, and on everything you can win, and every fight you can win, and on every problem you can solve. Once you understand that in a life, people, you will go a lot further. Enough people, them can't comprehend them things yet. Them can't put themselves in the shoes of others to actually say, okay, well, me understand this because based on this and that and that and that. They must say, yo, if I this and that and you should have this and you should have that. As Sir P say, people in the stands, people when have no skin in the game. But you see, true, we have whole heap of skin in the game. We understand the ball game a lot more. Because our profession at the end of the day. So big up to all our people, them. Captain of the Vulture Squad talk to no. What if you do? Drop some comments. Share your views, your perspective. You know that go already. I'm out.